Hi friends, today's video is on Staff Selection Commission SSC CHSL examination. Okay friends, so CHSL, as you know, that notification was out very recently, and I will tell you, you can see in my screen, on my screen, that the dates are visible to you. So friends, this is for all those my friends who are interested in government job examinations. So friends, here you can see the date of this notification was 9/5, that is in the month of May and 2023. And this is for the 2023 exam, okay, CHSL 2023. And you can see today is the last date. So I believe that all my friends have already filled this form. So in this, we are not going to discuss about how the form is being filled, but we will be discussing about mostly the syllabus, CHSL syllabus, and that too we will restrict our this thing, the video for the CHSL Tier 1. So friends, now you see, once again I repeat it, you can see on my screen that 8/6/2023 is the last date for filling of the application, that is today. So somehow if you have missed it, it's a reminder and you just fill it the form. Even if there is a problem in making fee payment, don't worry, the last date for making online fee payment is 10/6, means 2 days after this. And so fill the form. And when is the exam? See, schedule, we are when we are talking about exam, I mean to say the schedule of Tier 1. We will not focus right now on Tier 2, because first you have to clear Tier 1. Then the question of Tier 2, we will discuss Tier 2 in the subsequent videos for my friends who clear Tier 1. So exam is in the month of August. Now it is the month of June. Almost it is starting week of June. So June, July, and in the month of August and September, this exam will be there. So eligibility condition, as you know, it is name itself indicates CHSL, means higher secondary, means 12th. So in only one post or few posts, the science background is being asked. But in all other posts, it is advised that it is a requirement, is eligibility is for any 12th class passed. Okay. So we are not discussing much on eligibility. We are not discussing much on this thing that how you will fill the form and all. Age limit is also there, but these things you can verify from your. We will discuss about the syllabus. After the finish of this video, you will be acquainted with the syllabus, and I believe that you are starting this preparation for the first time. This is more useful for the person who have just started their preparation and this is their first exam. But I tell you at the same time that this will be very helpful for those. I will give a takeaway at the end of my video for those friends who have already given at least one or two attempts, or in other exams they have appeared, but there will be a takeaway for them, a free computer based for this. As you know that this test will be computer based test, CBT as we call it. So free website or free app whereby we don't have to pay any money and you can practice for the computer based test. That too, the test will be all in the relevant and in the same pattern. Even the previous year test will be there, so same pattern as it is being asked in the question examination. And the so you need to watch my full video full, and in the end I will give you, for the advanced users, I will be giving you the website, and the Play Store link will be there in the description also. So here they are now telling about ex-servicemen. We'll just go very fast and then we'll stick to the syllabus thing. Okay. So this is ex-serviceman provision, time, this thing, scribe, if you want. Suppose somebody is having disability, as you can see, just a brief discussion with the educational, essential education qualification. As on date is 1/8/2023. Okay. So date is 1/8/2023 is the cutoff for data entry operator, DEO, grade A, in the Office of Controller and Auditor General of India, C and AG, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, 12th standard passing science stream with mathematics as a subject from a recognized board. Okay. For all other posts or LDC, JSA, okay, except this post, grade A post, that is in the department which is mentioned here, data entry operator, candidate must have 12th standard or equivalent examination from it. Only 12th is being asked. So there, as you know, there are students who are qualified from art stream, from commerce stream. So there will be not a single question, I tell you, in quantitative aptitude and in other general awareness, not questions will not be asked from 11th and 12th because the students will be from all the streams. So what they will ask you? They will ask you 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay. So quantitative maths, this will be from the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of the school books. But how these exams are different, I will tell you all everything. This is the topic of discussion. Application fee, you can see from here, 100 rupees. Okay. And you have to verify what is your application fees which is applicable to you, and for application fees 2 more days are still there, but full form fill up today is the last date. So these are the centers where you can scheme of examination. This is very important. This we are going to discuss on this. As I told you, the computer-based examination, as we call it, CBE or CBT, computer-based test, will be conducted in 2 tiers. We will be concentrating our discussion on tier 1, this one. Okay. Tier 2, we will discuss in the other thing. Mark in the computer-based test. Okay. Such normalized scores. There will be a video on normalized scores also. Why it is there? Because normalized scores, what happens? There will be different sittings. Examination will be conducted in different sittings, like first there will be 9:30 to 10:30, so different sittings will be there. So what happens, in some of the question paper will be tougher, some will be easier. So there will be a formula for normalized scores. You don't have to worry much on that. You have to worry about your syllabus and how you have to prepare. Tentative answer key, everything, the schedule of examination. Now, this is the scheme of examination tier 1. You just see, it is front of you, tier 1. Tier 1 is in 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. First is English language basic knowledge. This is very important. I will tell you why and how you have to prepare for this. Then general intelligence, that is reasoning. Again, the number of questions are 25, marks are 50. In the first also, English language also same. On all the 4 parts, same. General intelligence, 25 question, 50 marks, or we call it as reasoning. Quantitative aptitude, which is as good as the maths, but different from the school level maths. In school, what you have to do, you have to put all those steps because marks were allotted based on your steps also. But here, the answers will be in front of you. You have to go for the right answer. But yes, there will be a penalty for the wrong answer. That we will discuss in the future, further video. So quantitative aptitude, again 25 question, 50 marks. Then general awareness will be again 25 question. This will be of 2 types of GK will be there. One is the static GK as we call it. And static GK means math, science, geography, history, everything. And some section will be of current affairs. Current affairs also comprises of the current events, and which is very important. It is almost 25% of this section. So 25% will be current affairs. So from now start reading newspaper. Why I'm saying in reading newspaper? Because this reading newspaper in English, good quality newspaper like Hindu, Times of India, and other newspaper, Economic Times, will help you here in general awareness, as well as good magazines will help you here, English language. So 2 things can be done by English, by reading newspaper in English medium. Okay. So as you have to pass English language also at 25 question each weightage, and what is the time allotted? 60 minutes. Total question is 25 into 4. 25 plus 25, 50 plus 50, 100. So 100 question in 60 minutes. Okay. 80 minutes is for those candidates who are eligible for scribe. Okay. Scribe means physically disabled people who are using the facility of scribe. So for normal candidates, it is 60 minutes. So 1 hour, 100 questions. So it is raced against times. You have to appear, you have to this 100 question you have to attempt. Now your attempt should be high, and as well as correct attempt means you cannot afford to go for a wrong answer, wrong response. So we'll discuss on that also. Tier examination will be consist of only objective type and multiple choice. As I told you, there will be no step marking. You don't have to bother about step. You have to select the right answer. The question will be set in English, Hindi, and any language opted by the candidate in application form. Okay. So English, Hindi, and any language opted by the candidate in the form as annexures this for part 2, 3, and 4 of the tier 1 exam. Part 2, 3, 4 is English will be in English, plus part of the general intelligence, quantitative aptitude, and general awareness you will find in different languages also. But what happens, friend, I tell you that when you have to clear in English language, so you start your preparation thinking in mind, holistic preparation, whereby you clear part one also. So once you are clearing part one, so what is my sincere advice to the new aspirants are, read everything in English too, or in English. So because general awareness, you must have read it in your school also, but your medium of instruction may be in Hindi. Even my medium of instruction was Hindi, and I have also cleared for this examination from the I will tell you about my brief introduction. I was deputy commandant with CRPF, and I cleared all this examination like SSCs, then the CAPF assistant commandant, then even banking exams. But even I was from the Hindi medium and place where Hindi was more dominant and spoken widely. And when I went for examination preparation, it was entirely in Bihar, which is totally Hindi dominant place. But all my friends started reading everything, like from general awareness to quantitative aptitude, all thing we were doing in English language. Okay, so that helps. Even reading newspaper English. So that will be of help. But if you are having a serious problem, then there will be a language you can opt, and you will be getting part 2, 3, and 4. Only besides English, you can get all this part in your language, preference language. There will be negative mark. This is very important. Negative mark of 0.50 mark for each wrong answer. First, you say what is the weightage of negative mark. See, 0.50 is zero point 0.5 marks is negative mark. Correct response is 25 question, 50 marks, means 2 mark. And wrong answer is 0.50. So it is 1/4 will be deducted. Or if you're, so the negative marking weightage is 1/4 of the right answer. But effectively, you lose 2 marks because of not getting a right answer and this 0.5. So 2.5 is the marks you effectively lose for one response, wrong response. So here, that's why we are saying that your attempt should be high, but at the same time, I am repeating that the correct attempt should be high. Okay. Now we go to the syllabus part. I will tell you about the books also, which are important, or what type of books, materials, but there will be a twist. See, this is module 2 skill test data entry operator. These are all the subsequent tests. Don't worry on that. We will get the syllabus here also. Indicative syllabus for tier 1. Okay. So as now we are seeing that part 1 is English. Spot there, fill in the blanks, synonym, antonyms, spelling, detecting word, idioms and phrases, and you can see conversion. Then this is improvement of sentence improvement. As you know, it is much more related to sentence error also. Spot the error. So the active and passive voice of verbs, then conversion of direct and indirect narration, shuffling of sentence parts. Okay, then shuffling of sentence in passage. Close test is like a paragraph, there will be given, and there will be, you have to fill the with the right words. I will discuss everything in details, but this is the introduction to the comprehension passage. Now you see what is my tips here. English language for those people who are from the states where English is spoken in a common way, that is like southern India states. But in northern India, the problem of most of the students, because I also appeared from North India and I cleared exams from North India, and my friends also cleared with me from North India. So what happens, we have to start, as I tell you, that we have to start reading newspaper, GK, and even maths in English language till we are thorough with our examinations are over. Okay, and we are qualified. Till that time, make it a habit that read everything in English also. Otherwise, see, if you try to go for grammar, like this grammar portion is active, passive, verbs, and direct, indirect. These are very few. But for grammar, and don't worry that my English is poor. I cannot do. I'm dealing with at least 1,000 students I'm mentoring, and what they are saying, many of them are have improved in their English, because when they started, their English was very problematic. But even same was with me also. But with passage of time, what happened, they started doing all this chapter and all these portions in English. So grammar, yes, you have to focus direct, indirect, passive, active, but focus more on reading. The more you read, the better you get. Simple thing, the more you read, the better you get. General intelligence, as I told you, it is nothing but in reasoning. It would include question on both verbal means anything like you can have to find similar meaning, or what we call that What are the verbal things? Like there will be if questions like if pen is called as pencil, pencil is called as something else, then you have to find the coded things, code and coding and decoding, analogy. These are in the verbal portion. And what are non-verbal things? Non-verbal things are like photographs. Photographs means there will be a clock, so it will be like changing its directions. So that is picture is non-verbal, and written things are all verbal. Like as we have discussed, analogy, then number analogy, trends, or series. These are all verbal, and non-verbal are like figural pattern, folding, numbers, embedded figures. These are mostly figure things are figural pattern foldings or paper foldings. So these are non-verbal. Or even anything with diagram is non-verbal. Anything with written language is verbal. Simple. Okay. We'll deal everything in details. Don't worry. Quantitative aptitude. This is very important because see, in other things are English language, general intelligence. But why this is called an aptitude? Because this is actually an aptitude. You need to develop and practice it daily. Okay. From today, make it a habit that chapters we are discussing. First is number system, computation of whole number, natural number. As you know, whole number starts with zero. Natural number is 1 to infinity, decimal 1.23. Like that, fraction, everything will deal. But just have a concept of this. So you have to first do the chapter wise. But once you are entering competition exam, fundamental thing is that you don't have to you have to, it will be race against time. Means you have to ideally give say for 25 questions, you have for 100 questions it is 1 hour, means 60 minutes. So even maximum what you can give in this quantitative aptitude section is 20 to 22 minutes, not even 25 minutes, and you will have to face 25 questions. So less than a minute will be there. So you have to practice very fast. You have to get the shortcut trips, and that, don't worry, it will happen not in a day, but with passage of time. So we are discussing number system, then fundamental arithmetical operation. That is percentages, arithmetic, percentages, ratio, proportion, square roots. So then there will be algebra, then there will be geometry, all basic things, all 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th course. Mensuration like area, cylinder, sphere, this thing. Okay, geometry, you are getting acquainted that figures, chord, circle, tangents, everything will be there. Trigonometry is that ratio, identities, then cos theta, sin theta, heights and distances, identity. You can see sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this is in statistical charts, or we call it as table charts, graphs, histogram, frequency, polygon, bar graph, and pie charts. So don't worry, and these are very interesting thing also. The moment you start developing it, you will be so much interested that you will be solving much of quantitative aptitude daily, and then you will be getting better in this. So we'll discuss everything in details. This is just to show you about the examination scores. Then general awareness. Questions are designed to test candidates' general awareness of the environment around him and its application to society. Questions are designed to test knowledge of current events. I told you current events is very important. So I will suggest a magazine also for that, which is actually providing you with only need to know information, because internet is flooded with information. You don't need much of because the capacity of brain is limited. You don't need so much of information. You only need the need to know information. That magazine is providing you with all those need to know information. You will get the link of that magazine, Instagram link, so that you, from there, if you want, you can purchase also, or you, if you start following, you will get current events on daily basis for free also. So don't worry on that. You will get the link. Current events and on matters everyday observation experience in aspect. The test will include question relating, now it is important, relating to India and its neighboring country. As you know, India and its neighboring countries are very essential. So it is a portion of geography like Bangladesh. Then we have neighbors with Nepal, Pakistan, China. So everything neighboring countries we have to, pertaining to history, their history, culture, our history, culture, geography, economic science, general policy. So this includes everything from the social studies what we have learned in the 8th, 9th, 10th. So this is the static. This doesn't change much. But current events, you have to read at least for last 6 months. Means August if you are appearing in the examination, so from February minimum or from January you start. From January of this 2023, you have to read the general awareness. Okay. So this was the course in not much detail. We are not going to deal with the tier 2 as I have told you. We'll just see some of the previous year. We try if we can get the cutoff mark. Cutoff SSC CHSL. We'll see if we can find it out. Okay, so just to have an idea. But that thing I tell you will be a normalized score, so don't need to worry much on the score. But just if we can find what was the cutoff, okay. So general category it was say 140 questions, 140 marks out of 200 because your this paper was you see it was of 200. Scheme of examination. Okay, this is tier 2, this is tier 1. You see 50 plus 50, 100 plus 50 plus 50. So 200 questions, 200 marks. So for 200 marks, what was the cutoff? Cutoff was, you can see in general, I'm not talking about other categories, but general category, it was 140. You can see from the category which you belong to, 112, 104, OBC is again 140, okay. EWS 131, economic weaker section. So these are the different category marks, okay. So this is just to how many students appeared selected in SSC CHSL 54,000. How many appeared will also you will if you want you can get the data. But this is the normalized score. So this is not the actual score. But see here you have to do a rough this thing I am saying you that these are total 100 question. If you answer somehow correct answer means after removing the negative marking 70 questions. Okay, 65 to 70 questions if you are getting it right, depending based on your that in which your question paper was tough or not. So if you are getting 70 responses right, so you are going to get 140 marks, which is enough for the cutoff. So this was the basics for this SSC CHSL course. If you have any doubt, you can put me in this your doubts comment section. I will surely revert back to you. And friends, before I finish this, I told you that in the beginning, I will discuss for those friends who are doing advanced. I will show you a website, or that app is also available. The website is, don't worry if you are not getting it, Test Genie. Okay, so Test Genie here. I'm going it. You will get this link of the Play Store link and the website link. What is there? What is the good thing about this website is it is absolutely free, and that too it gives you practice for the computer based test. Okay, friends, we'll discuss this thing. See, now I was about to discuss about the syllabus we have discussed in nutshell, and then books. So first, before going to books, I tell to my friends, once I am not recommending any book. There are good books like R.S. Agarwal for reasoning, general intelligence, or Upkar publication also are publishing good books. First, you do one thing, you go to your own any shop whereby you get this type of books. Spend some time, say 5 to 10 minutes. First thing you have to see that the book should be, you should be able to correlate and understand with the book. Okay, let it be say I say R.S. Agarwal. You first need to see 3, 4, 5 pages. Don't go on others' advice. Don't go on my advice. But see yourself, are you getting it or not? And then one is the best indicator to purchase the book is it should have more of previous year questions and question papers. These are two different things. One is questions and one are question papers. Suppose while you are practicing a chapter, say practicing a chapter on percentage. So in that percentage chapter, it should have mostly there will be writing it in the bracket with a bold this thing that this was previous year question in this particular examination. So that type of book you purchase, and in the end of the or in the start you will get the previous year question papers. So that books and the book which you can understand. So three things you have to see. First, previous year questions it should have, previous year question papers it should have, and the third indicator is that you are able to understand or not. Don't go by my suggestion, but yes, I suggest to new friends. I will write the name of the few books also in the description, like R.S. Agarwal, UCAR publication. But most important is that you need to understand. So friends, this was the website which I was talking about. It is destiny. You have to just sign up if you are using it for the first time, or otherwise after that you can use the login. Why I am recommending this website is, or the app of this website is because, see, total count of questions is more than 53,000. Okay, almost 54,000, and each and every question is designed by a team which are dedicated on this and absolutely free. You can see there is no pop-ups, no credit card information will be asked. Only you have to start. But yes, first you have to do with books, and then after doing with the books, you can start your preparation from this website, as your examination is computer-based examination, CBE as we call. So you will be getting your questions on computers. So for this will be, and this you can practice it on your mobile also. This app, they are having their app on this. I will give the link of that app also, so you can practice it. If you have already doing practice from other websites, you can still use this website because nothing will be charged. So friends, here we will be putting an end to our video. And if you are still left with any doubts, because yes, for the first time who are appearing in this examination, there will be many doubts. So best thing is to you put me your doubts in your comment section. I will surely revert to each and every doubts. So friends, thank you and good luck. Start your preparation with me. You may like my channel and subscribe my channel so that